This is the Alliance Dispatch. Do you read us?
Hello, welcome back to another episode of the Alliance Dispatch. Today we've got a new Dispatcher number 2, and James is now Dispatcher number 3. Carl, how you doing?
I'm good, man. Thanks. I don't think I can come in that early and take Dispatcher number 2. I was going to suggest maybe Dispatcher A.
Well, I was going to
We'll
pick
leave.
you.
We'll leave.
I was going to pick you as Dispatcher number 3, but when I was just setting it up, I realised I stuck you in the middle. So you've been promoted instantly.
I'm fine with it. It's understandable.
Yeah, if James had played a better deck in our game, he could have been sat where I am right now. But instead, he's been demoted because he has no power.
Demoted when we drew. I mean,
Yeah,
it's whatever. Welcome aboard, Carl.
Thanks, man. No, I'm looking forward to it. Thanks for having us on.
No,
I say that for the next 5 minutes until I get slated for something. No, it's the last 10-minute conversation is just gone. But yeah.
Sure. So, James, I think you've got a couple of questions like to dive into our newest dispatcher.
Piao, quick fire.
Quick fire.
So me and Carl, we obviously go back a bit. Just basically, if you want to just talk through your history in the TCG space, like where you've come from, I guess, for the viewer at home.
Yeah, sure. If anybody's people are interested to hear, yeah, I'll keep it quite short. But I mean, I've you probably see behind me. I've always been more board games than card games growing up. But I got into, I suppose, the first one that I really got my teeth into was Destiny when it came out. Played a few before that, so I jumped into Game of Thrones, played a little bit of Android Netrunner, but not really to any extent other than just trying them just because they were there.
Mm-hmm.
But Destiny was sort of the first one where we threw everything at it. Local game store threw everything at it. It was Star Wars, it was dice, it was cards. So that was it. You know, we were hooked. We need 2 of those 3 things and we'd have been hooked.
Yeah.
But yeah, the trifecta really brought us in. And we had a really, really good community in Lincoln, where I was living at the time. So local game store in Lincoln had huge events, huge store championships.
We must have met a couple of times then because we
I remember you guys. It was one of the guys. There was one where I think it was snowing and you guys couldn't make it.
Yeah.
Because Norwich to Lincoln's a hell of a trip.
It is a load of back roads.
The 2 most barren counties in the country.
You hear a lot of banjo music on those roads between Lincoln and Norwich for sure. So, just quick Destiny question for you: your favourite deck from the entire lifespan of the game?
I'm going to say I'm probably the only person in the world to say this, but I played the jankiest Aura Sing Django mono yellow deck that didn't even add up to 30. But I played it anyway, and I was in love with that deck.
I don't even know what Aura Sing does.
Just punched face. That was it. Just throw loads of blasters on him and punched face. I know we spoke about it, but I love action cheating, so Django was my guy. There's loads of fun. Just do things out of let's be blockguard. Yeah, all that stuff. Absolutely. I think Vader straight off the bat was, but obviously then everybody started playing it. So
yeah. Vader Raider was apparently the best. It wasn't. Phasma Ballad Trooper was the best deck in set 1, and I will die on that hill. After they had to FAQ the Hyperloops from Han, that was the best deck until that got FAQ'd to stop working like that.
Tiki Jabba was the sleeper deck of set 1.
It wasn't.
It remains forever, but that was my baby.
I liked I played a 3 Gamorrean Guard deck at one point as well that really upset people. That was fun. Just death by 1,000. Not 3 Mandalorians.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just just attach equipment, death by 1,000 cuts. Yeah, loads of fun.
Yeah, sure. Nice.
And then after Destiny, you went into Keyforge a little bit, right?
Yeah, so Destiny was when met a couple of close mates that we're still friends with now. But we started judging and tournament organising with FFG in Destiny. So we actually started to get a really good relationship with those guys, with scorekeeping and floor judging. And I think Keyforge came out, and we all know what happened with Destiny. It started to fall off a bit of a cliff, and we sidestepped into judging for Keyforge. I say judging and playing. Too much time, effort, money went into Keyforge, but loads of good stories out of it. But we were lucky enough to go around Europe and do all the Vault tours. So we went to Italy, Spain, Germany, Netherlands, others that are escaping.
Birmingham.
Poland. Birmingham, Poland. We did the Nationals at Poland. So yeah, some good experience. Met phenomenal people around the Keyforge scene as well. But
Yeah.
again, that went the same way as all FFG games go, right? 2 years, 3 years. That's what we're
Wow.
expecting. So
I'm still a big fan of the ransomware rumor.
I shall not comment.
Ransom rumor confirmed.
But yeah, I mean, Keyforge, good luck to it. It's with a
Yeah.
different
Yeah,
set now, but I'm
purely
certainly not playing
Kickstarter
anymore.
only now. I don't understand it. Good luck to them.
But now it's Lorcana and Star Wars. So got 2 young kids. We play Lorcana. I'm never going to get away from Destiny, but Disney. But yeah, this is.
You'll never
this
get
is
away
my-
from Star
my new
Wars.
Nah, this is it. Could Star Wars anything? Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean,
So you weren't once bitten, twice shy. You've been bitten twice by FFG, and you're back for more. Basically,
I've been bitten way
Yeah.
more times than twice by FFG.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
look, for the stick they get for how long the longevity of their games, the games they release are good. So as long as we're going into it with a mindset of you're going to get 2 or 3 years out of this before they either look at something else, or something happens, or some software's deleted.
Yeah. If we get 7 years, great. I'm not expecting
7
it.
years, Christ.
I'm not
Yeah.
expecting 7. But if Unlimited is around in 10 years, if it gets to 10 years, I'll be shocked.
If it gets to 10 years, I'll eat my computer chair. It's not 10 years. 2 years, I'd be happy, I think.
Yeah.
Ever the optimist.
Yeah.
So you did a lot of floor judging and stuff with Keyforge, which is really cool. You also had a hand in content creation, right, which is some of your history in that, I guess, just going through that. And one of the reasons you reached out, and the reasons we were like, yes, let's get this guy on board, is you did a lot of streaming and stuff. So
We did, yeah. So yeah, there's me and a good friend, Steve. We was another guy that came around the Keyforge scene, which is obviously where you and I met James. We started going around the Vault tours, and some Vault tours had a stream, some didn't have a stream. Some streams were great, some were terrible. And just had made the decision one day, I think it was in Italy, when we said, look, we're going to all these Vault tours anyway, let's rock up with a camera and a setup just to see if there isn't one, we could set one up. And then each event we went to, the stream just grew arms and legs. And then it got to a point where we set up our own content creation channel, which was Crazy Killing Machine. And yeah, it took off from there. So it started out just as a bit of a mess around video creation, stream a little bit here and there. We got some spoilers from FFG, which was nice to do all those little bits. But then when lockdown happened and there was a huge online tournament that was set up by some of the guys in the south of the country, and we set up a website to be able to run that tournament through our website, and it then became one of the seasons was sponsored. We put up some prizes for it, and it just exploded. So it took a lot of time. I mean, I don't think people realize quite how much effort and time goes into doing stuff like this. Sometimes for very little reward, but at the same time we do it because we enjoy it, right?
My reward is just saying about how good I am every possibility I get. That's what gives me the warm fuzzy
fully
feeling
noticed.
inside.
Fully noticed. You're clinging to
past glories. Yeah, I could reach for it right now, but I won't. Not yet. It's not the time.
I still tell people I'm a musician, but I haven't picked up a guitar in 15 years. But it's fine. I did when I was younger.
Yeah, something that I remember from the Hyperloops days, Bobby Sapphire, at his little blurb at the bottom where it says about the author, he was like, and I won the Star Wars Living Card Game in 2007, which was about 2017. So I was like, I've got you, Bobby. I'm going to keep up the trend, and I will wave that banner for at least another, I've got another 3 years in me.
I might stick a swimming badge on it or something. I'm sure I've done like 50 meters swimming badge. that could be my. That's probably the only thing I've won.
So yeah, going forward, I guess the reason why you're here, I guess the other people, like the people watching this, might not know, is obviously we'd love to get you involved in some streaming and things like that. But I was just wondering, what are your plans as an Alliance Dispatcher formally now for the next 6 months, year? What do you want to see happen with Alliance Dispatch, and what do you want to be involved with?
Yeah, I think the thing we always realised is consistency is key, right? Getting stuff out regularly and getting stuff out that's interesting and getting stuff out. And I mean, one thing that's interesting to somebody might not be interesting to others, So we were doing written articles, we were doing video articles, streaming games, tier lists, deck text, all the stuff you'd see. But realistically, again, it's just having continuous available content.
Yeah.
So if something's been, if podcasts are being released once every 2 weeks, and then you've got a video that you can expect once a week that's doing this, it's just something that we're creatures of habit, right? Right? We like routine.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so I mean, that's all real. I mean, really, what I wanted to bring to it is just adding some variety to things that you guys are doing already, and obviously the absolute car crash that the first 3 podcasts have been listening to them. I don't want to take anything away from them.
Can't get any worse. Can you? Getting at the ground floor, you can only drag us up.
This is it. Yeah, it's easy to start from the bottom because the only way is up. No, jokes aside, man. It's just hopefully we put something together that people want to watch, want to listen to, want to see. We can meet people while we're playing games. The reason I reached out to you guys originally is we judge and stream that many different games. We don't actually get to play.
No.
But I made a conscious decision. This is a game that I'm going to play.
Yeah.
So we're going to go to tournaments. We're going to go to casual meetups. We're going to go to different game stores.
Yeah.
And with that, we can document it. We can speak to people. All that stuff, And again, for every 10 people that won't care, there might be somebody that it'll be beneficial to and they'll enjoy it. So
yeah.
100%.
Yeah, that was one thing I really missed when I went through my big judging phase for Hearthstone and stuff and running events. It's phenomenal and I love it. But not being able to play, it's just like, can't I do both somehow? You absolutely can't.
And the worst thing is as well is once you've been to like an 800-person tournament and everybody is playing.
Yeah.
And they go through a massive like 8-round stage 1 best of 3 top cut, and then nobody wants to play again for another 2 weeks, and you're sat there going, I didn't even get to play.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're in. I'm in on this. So I'm very much excited to.
Yeah. Okay. Well, me and you can have a game over number 1 dispatcher webcam style soon.
Yeah, big fan of that. Yeah,
we'll start you've got a blanket to go over your head and stuff. We'll be. James, you're gonna have to splash up the photo of your delicate light balance behind the scenes for that one webcam game now.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to sort that out tonight. But it's great to have you on board, Carl.
Appreciate it,
man. It's gonna be wicked. I'm looking forward to what we're gonna do together. It's gonna be great. Which brings us on to like more generic SWU stuff now, I guess, because this is a SWU channel. Danny hates.
I will never call it SWU ever.
You hate it.
No, I'm Team Danny. Absolutely.
Yeah, I'll call it Destiny more than I call it SWU.
Post Destiny, whatever you want to call it. What is your favorite deck in this game, in Star Wars Unlimited so far? It's early days, I know, and you're testing.
Good. Yeah, I'm going to be super unpopular to start off with, but pre-release, I said before we'd even started, I wanted to play a Boba deck. Pre-release, I opened a Boba, obviously the leader, but Boba Legendary as well. So I was like, right, I'm definitely going to play that deck. And then everybody knows what's happened to that deck to a point now where I just don't ever want to play it again. Because you'll be that guy turning up to a casual game and you won because okay. Yeah.
I won a Boba at my locals not last week, the week before, and I came first. I just got booed.
Yeah, that's not because you played Boba, though, is it, Danny?
Yeah.
It's not because you played Boba. Yeah.
Well, it's not just because I played Boba. You're right, because last week someone else played Boba and they cheered when he came first.
Yeah, big pat on the back. Nice.
Yeah, favoritism.
So steering away from those. I think at the minute I've really been playing Ramp Vader hard. Vader's favorite character in any canon, in any story, in any lore. I love Darth Vader. So I really want to make that deck work. And in theory, it's great. In practice, it's been wanting a little bit sometimes, but yeah, that's the one I've played the most.
I guess it's like having the options to ramp into with Vader, because once you kind of go, you go like Raider, Reinforcement Walker.
Yeah, Reinforcement Walkers. Yeah. Unit Vader, but even then you're only bringing out chaff as well at that point. So it's good, but it gets to endgame quickly. But as soon as people catch up, you're
because you haven't got like the Star Destroyers and stuff to really grapple with people. I guess it just struggles.
Yeah, tons of fun. If you've not got to within an inch of killing people by the turn Vader's come out and you've put a saber on him, then that's it. Give up.
Yeah, that sounds about right. So you must be looking forward to like Django or some Mandalorians in the set too, then, based on your Destiny history.
Yeah, I'm not. I mean, Mandalorian. I'm not the biggest. People hate this already, but I'm not the biggest Mandalorian fan.
Yeah.
I mean, even Django, I'd like Django and Boba. I like because of the mechanics they had, not necessarily because it was Django and Boba.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what Django has on. If they follow the same sort of,
Quick draw.
something quick drawy or something
Yeah.
sharpshootery or something like that'd be great.
Yeah, I kind of hope that there is a bit of action cheating already in the game, but I hope it's not like Spirit Rebellion where it went nuts and you had like Poe Maz being like, I roll both my characters, resolve all my dice, claim your action. I hope it doesn't get to that level because I really enjoy the back and forth of Destiny and SWU.
Yeah.
So I do like a bit of action cheating, but hopefully it's controlled action cheating. Like Leia's tap 2 people at once, love that. But if it's play a card to attack, boost another card and attack with it, great, love all that. But I hope it doesn't get to like multiple action chains, like 3, sure, occasionally, but I don't want to see like 5. I don't want to see like multiple resolves. And I guess without dice, it's kind of hard for the game to have multiple resolves on, unless it's you just print a card which is like attack with all your units.
There's a card.
Yeah, I think with Destiny, it got.
Sorry, I was just saying there's a card towards the end of Destiny was with Thrawn on it, wasn't it? It was like 5 resources or something, and it was like take 3 additional actions or 4 additional actions.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is a bit silly. Back to you, Carl. Sorry.
No, I said with Destiny it was a bit different as well because there was a lot of action chaining, but when you're hitting people with dice, you're not getting hit back, right? At least with Leia, when you're attacking with 2 rebel units, they're getting hit back if you're going into characters. So
yeah, sure.
I mean, it's not the same, but
yeah,
you're absolutely right. I think it's my favorite games are same. I suppose the same with Keyforge. It's not Keyforge with Destiny. Taking one turn and then reacting to what your opponent does next, as opposed to just playing all your things out, is more tactical, right? I think.
Yeah. I mean, what we can all agree on is Magic the Gathering is a pile of Utini. It's got a terrible mana system. It's got terrible gameplay.
So I've got sucked into Commander, and that's as much as I'll say. That's it.
Pre-gen Commander is fine.
Yeah, I've been sucked into Commander. I will not play any level of competitive 1v1. Not even a little bit. And I know you, James, you're a Fab fan. I got into Fab and gave up for exactly that reason. The same reason I won't play Magic 1v1.
Yeah.
I'm not the most competitive person. I like to play to win, but when it becomes an angle shooting thing, you win.
Yeah, there's a lot of that in Fab. And to be fair, I feel the same with Magic. I've got a couple of Commander pre-coms. I've got a Lord of the Rings one and a Vampire-y thing, but I would never play it 1v1. Yeah. But yeah, Fab for me is still there, but SWU is Stars Unlimited is very close to taking its place as like my number 1 priority in the gaming world. So.
We only need one more dispatcher and we can do a game of Twin Suns.
Oh.
So I do want to try some Twin Suns with set 1 before we get more cards, just to see what it's like. But I understand the games only go for about 4 or 5 rounds and then it finishes.
Yeah, they said that in the developer session, didn't they? But they just didn't want it to linger on for hours and hours. It was let's knock out quick games.
The issue with Commander is it takes 4 hours to play.
Yeah. Well, you're not playing with the right people.
Yeah.
What actually happens is you sit around for about 40 minutes where nobody flinches, and then one person kills everyone.
Yeah,
and that's it. That's a great time.
But if you got some beers and some nuts and stuff, you're having a pretty beautiful time playing Commander. But yeah, I want to get some Twin Suns in, because if you can get a game in for like 45 minutes, that means you can do like a best of 3 in 2 hours. Like, let's go.
Yeah, we're the same. We're properly excited about trying Twin Suns, but. Yeah,
I'm just enjoying. I am enjoying the 1v1 format too much at the moment, though. To go locally, be like, do you want to play some Twin Suns next week? Because I'm just like, no, because I need to play. I'm playing Grand Inquisitor this week. It's going to be great. Right.
Yeah, I've got this IG88 idea. It will work.
I have got an IG. If I just need 2 more aggressions that I don't want to have to pay shipping for, I just want to buy 2 aggressions for £5 each, and then I'm playing IG88. It's going to be great.
You're insane.
Crack the meta wide open.
Danny said it happened. Danny said IG88's got stuff coming for it. It's got
Yeah.
toys.
Yeah. I was watching KTOD's podcast yesterday, and Matty was like, "Oh, if you want any sponsors, because he made the cost of vigilance go up like by 3 times or something. It's like a $25 card now after his deck tech. So do not buy aggressions on my assumption that it's good in IG88. Let me buy them first, and then jack the price up.
We'll just sit here and just smack talk aggression until it plummets the price, and then Danny can snap them all up.
Yeah, quid each.
We got that influence, that level of influence already.
Yeah, for sure.
Cool. And then the second question here is your favorite aspect so far. Do you identify with any of them particularly?
I mean, I'm assuming we're not saying command, right?
If you don't say command, you're off the podcast.
Well, I mean, it's the aspect. There's a reason that it's the reason it's every color is something and green in any deck that's being played at the moment. Is there one that I prefer over the others? I mean, I've tried them all. Not really. I mean, I do like mid-rangey stuff, so yellow is sort of a good fit.
Yeah, yellow villain's pretty good with a splash of green.
Yeah. But good to go into a casual tournament on Sunday and just to spice it up a little bit. Going with the Leia Rebel deck. So yeah, just there's so many things to try, right? But yeah, it'd be daft not to say that if there's a favorite at the minute, it's got to be command. There's just too many good toys in it to play with.
Yeah, it does feel by far the best. I also am not sure I can name all the other aspects.
There's red, yellow, blue, black, white,
and command.
When I was making up the assets for the streaming stuff, I did have to go, like this isn't just white, is it? Is it light or
heroic? Or something
heroic.
Like that. Heroism? Heroic?
Yeah, little things like that. It's pretty
good. Like yellow, is it cunning or is that destiny?
Yes, it is
cunning. The card's cunning, isn't it?
The card is cunning.
But no, the cards are named after the color. Oh.
No, because blue's not called vigilance. Red's not called aggression. Or maybe it is. Because green is command.
Yeah, they all are. They're named after those cards. Are named after.
Is this a penny drop moment? Have we all we've been playing this for what, 3 weeks, 4 weeks?
Danny, is that for real? Are you for real?
Honestly, I had not realised. I couldn't have told you what the other than command. I couldn't have told you what they were called.
Because red is aggression, and that's not aggression.
Wow, but there isn't a villain or a heroism double coloured card.
There isn't.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. I'm glad I've done this live.
But that's because no way to have a double white or black thing, right? Without
you'd have to come out with villain specific stages,
bases, right? And then it gets really weird.
So, because I don't know if you don't know what the names of the colours, I don't know if you were aware that there is no black or white bases yet, Danny. I just want to confirm that.
Are there not? Because all my decks only have ECL in them. So
right, okay.
Even if there's a green hero, I'll just play mono green. Command's good.
I did hear Danny nearly shake himself to pieces when I mentioned Tarkentown earlier.
It is good in Vader. No, it's too early. Yeah, it's good in Vader, and it's good in Palpatine.
No, because you're usually playing commands, and at that point you're using ECL.
Yeah. It's good if you can ping some damage out somehow, and then you can finish it off with Tarkentown. But you need a lot of pingable damage to be able to have multiple target town people to hit. Otherwise, it's a crap card. Don't play it.
Be fine if it just didn't say non-leader. I don't think that'd break it too much, and I think that'd been far better.
Yeah. It really hampers it that it's non-leader. For sure, it's probably the battlefield. My Destiny coming through. It's probably the base I hate the most. Even though the yellow and the blue one are beyond useless as well.
The blue one's all right if you're playing turret.
Yeah, or if you're playing Grand Inquisitor.
Yeah.
Play a speeder bike, damage it, shield it.
The blue base is needed in certain decks, right? I don't know.
Sure. Yeah, yellow is bad, red is bad. I think we can all agree.
Agree. I think we can all agree on that one. Absolutely.
And what are the names of those colours, Danny?
Red, green. No, command.
It's the only one
That's
you
all I've
need.
got. Yeah.
Wicked. So finally, we'll round it up. Nice quick one for you guys today. What are your guys' predictions for set 2? Like, just give me one hero that you think is going to be in the set. Not something that we've seen already, because we have seen art and things like that. But Carl, I'll let you lead off. Is there anyone you want to see or you think is going to be?
Yeah. Because we've seen Aphra, I would love to see 000.
He's a boy.
000 is the guy. If you read the comic books, that guy is an absolute maniac. I love 000 as a character.
Yeah.
He was let down a little bit in Destiny. I think BT overshown him. Have we shown him? Have we shown him?
I love that Aphrodite.
Yeah,
It was very good. Took it to Spanish nationals.
If they can give it some justice, if they can give 000 some justice, I'm excited.
Sure.
Danny.
I would have to go for Maul in any form because again, his Destiny iteration was
Cheating.
hot garbage.
We've broken the rules already.
Look, there are so many people, and they see a picture and they're like, "That's going to be a hero," but it could not be. It just could be nice card art for like Dr. Aphra could be like archaeologist. Dig. It could be called, the card could be called Dig, and it's like dig through your deck and dig out a robot. Like, and
I would
Dr.
love
Aphra
it.
could not
I'd
even
love it if
be
that
a
happened.
leader. Like, people get super hyped about art and being like, it's a leader confirmed. And I bet most of the art we've seen are nothing to do with leaders, and it's just cool art for digging up archaeology robots.
Sure.
I
think it is cheating. I think Maul will be a leader just because of the theme of the set. So I will say, who else is really cool in Star Wars? I would like to see from The Mandalorian, the Marshall dude. What's his name?
Yeah.
Just Marshall.
Yeah, just the Marshall who took Boba Fett's armor. Like, he's a cool guy, gunslinging.
It's the Timothy Oliphant guy.
Yeah.
I know his real name. I can't remember his actual name in Mandalorian.
Yeah, him. I'll go for him. Like, let's go left field.
Yeah,
Let's go for
pretty good.
Yeah. And yours is probably just Jabba leader, isn't it, James? I assume.
Well, I mean, if I was cheating like you, then yeah, because we've seen Jabba already. So yeah, he will be a leader and he will be really good.
Or Kira.
Kira is the art. So they've shown the art of Kira, and I do really like Solo. So I'm glad that she's going to be in it to some extent. Probably either my dream is either Hondo or Unkar for some yellow.
Hondo would be great.
Nice. Yeah.
Hondo mainly, but Unkar because of the Jabba Unkar Destiny duo that I used to play. Which had to get because
if Unkar's in the set, then I'm going to change my answer to a card called 1/4 portion.
Which
Yeah. What I actually want is more cards that just reference like really niche Star Wars things.
Yeah, that's the most appealing thing about playing Star Wars card games for me. It's just the memes made into cardboard, basically.
Yeah, like with Greedo shooting last when he dies.
Yeah.
Even though that's not Star Wars canon. That's like meta. That's so meta. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's got kind of basic, and not really memey. But like my first demo game I played, and I used "I Am Your Father" on a Leia unit. It was like, nice.
Yeah,
like, this is sick. Like, well done.
Yeah.
I just if we're talking meme cards, I just need he doesn't like you coming back.
He doesn't like you.
But it doesn't like you either. the best flavor text ever on the card.
Yeah.
It doesn't like you either.
Yeah.
What a classic. Yeah, that was a Destiny staple throughout its lifespan, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that was remove a die, remove one of your own, wasn't it? Was that he doesn't like you?
Yeah. So you could trade a blank for a 3 or something.
Yeah. Oh, the chills.
Right.
I'd also take what's his name? The guy who gets his arm cut off. That'd be a sick card.
Oh yeah, the
big villain man.
Yeah.
He's a doctor something.
Yeah.
There's a wonderful Robot Chicken sketch where he's an architect and then gets fired from his job because he can't draw anymore after Ben chops his arm off.
Yeah, I remember that.
So I'm gonna throw a proper left field, and I'm gonna put money on there'll be a Beckett card. If we're talking solo,
Yeah.
there'll be a Beckett card because he's. If we're talking scum and villainy, you watch that film. He is the scummiest of villains. Yeah.
I
Beckett
missed
card.
out. I missed out on the French nationals top cut playing Beckett because I'm an idiot and overrid the wrong card.
What do you mean?
And I hard played a card for 3, and then I rolled the dice. This was with FN2199. So I played the card on him, rolled the dice, and I rolled a side that cost money. And I was like, oh, if I just overridden a card like I'd planned to, I would have had the resource to play to make it myself into the top cut. It was really stupid. Don't go to other countries and misplay. It's not good.
At least you've let it go.
Yeah, that was only 5. That was only 6 years ago.
Jesus
Easy.
Christ.
It's not. It doesn't even have a spare thought in my mind.
My God. Right, we'll leave it there. Thank you very much, Carl, for joining us.
Good, man.
You guys at home, you'll see a lot more of Carl going forward, I'm sure. We will be updating the logo again for the 3rd time because the Rebel Insignia is trademarked, apparently. No one told me.
I could have guessed, but...
Well, Carl is currently doing a great job with that, so we'll get that uploaded ASAP.
Yeah, we don't want the House of Mouse coming down on our tiny podcast.
No, exactly. It could happen. Who knows? They are terrible.
They could take all 3 of my quid. That's fine.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Over to you, Danny.
This is the Alliance Dispatch. Over and out.